So, a while ago, I made a post saying that I'm going to make a review for the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game for Nintendo. And I'm still working on that review, but I kind of wanted to make a quick video that's going to kind of illuminate one of the points that I'm going to make in the review, which is it's not as hard as pretty much every critic that's ever reviewed this game on the internet says it is. I feel like there's a lot more harder games out there for the Nintendo that are hailed as some of the greatest games of all time. A good example of that would be Ghosts and Goblins. I feel like that is a much harder game than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it's viewed as one of the greatest games of all time. Now, I don't see why everyone has to hate on this game so much just because it's hard. Ghosts and Goblins is hard, yet you love that. This game is hard, and it's awful. I just don't see the logic in that. One of the points that pretty much every critic who's reviewed this game has made was on the dam level. The dam level was way too hard for that point in the game. And I tend to agree with that. I feel it's a bit harder for, way too hard for, what is it, like halfway through the game? Yeah, the difficulty spike there is ridiculous, but I don't see why that makes it such a terrible game. And I'm going to make a point here to show you that it's not as hard as all the critics say it is. It's not. You just need to know the strategies and patterns. Just like every game in this era required you to do, which was memorize patterns and memorize strategies and figure it out. Now, I've been playing this game since I was like 8, so this was one of the first games I ever owned on the Nintendo. I got this pretty down pat, I think, and I wanted to show you guys the dam level is not as hard as every critic says it is, because it's not. It's just like every Nintendo game that's ever came out that was hailed as hard and still critically acclaimed. You just need to memorize patterns and strategies. So, with that being said, I wanted to show you guys that the dam level isn't that hard, and I'm going to prove it to you. Okay, first things first, I'm going to switch to one of the more expendable turtles, because, if you say you use Mike or Raph during this game, you're a liar. Alright, just in case I screw up, which is quite possible, I won't be talking a lot while I play this, because I'm not really good at concentrating and talking at the same time. Ah, crap. Damn it. Now this part, I just take the hit. Like, you're supposed to wait in between them, but that wastes too much time. Now, this part here, it's kind of weird. I don't know if you noticed that. You might have to play it to really get it, but that area kind of pulls you to the right and kind of sucks you to the right. That's why it took so long for me to go past it. I could, like those two lasers, I could zip right past it going to the right, but coming back to the left, it wanted to pull me back to the right. That'll keep happening during the seaweed, the hardest part of the dam level, the like kind of corridor of seaweed. That pull will keep pulling you through that, and that is what makes this part so hard, is that constant sucking to the right. So there's a little trick that I figured out that you can do. You'll see where I'm going in a second. You just kind of like wiggle around and swim around for a second, like going back and forth. Wiggle the D-pad around, circle it around, and that pull will leave you within like just a few seconds. And then you go through the seaweed, which the seaweed's contact barrier thing is really weird. You can let your legs touch a certain area, and one of the pieces of seaweed you can actually go through without getting damage if you go through it slow enough. Yeah, I'm not exactly doing my point justice with this, but it's just the seaweed. I don't see any other problems with this game. But anyways, like I said, I digress. I'll bring those points up in my review. But you'll see me in a second kind of like swim up to the ceiling and wiggle around. You want to get rid of that pull before going through the seaweed, so, and this for some reason gets rid of it, so. See, I'm not getting pulled to the right anymore. Alright, 30 seconds. Let's see if I can do this. I might have to start taking damage. I think I only have 2 more bombs to go through, and they're like right below me. So the important part is to not panic and not rush, because that will kill you. Hit the button too much there. And boom! Like, yeah, I was cutting it close, but point is, it's really not that hard. You've got exactly enough time to get through this. You can't rush. You can't rush through this. You need to take it slow. And with that time limit, it kind of makes you want to rush, but you don't have to. And if you're using one of the turtles that you don't need, like Michelangelo or Raphael, the damage really doesn't matter. I believe you get like a full pizza as soon as you come out of the dam. So, like in one of the buildings, I can't remember, half a life on one turtle. The rest of the turtles have full life. That's really not that bad. Sure, yeah, I've only got 4 seconds left, but still, I did it. It's really not that hard. Like I said, you've got exactly enough time to do it. So just don't rush. Memorize which parts of the seaweed you can go through without taking damage. It's really not that hard.
liked my little rant disproving the damn level is impossible, make sure to click the like button below. If you'd like to see my first ever video review of the Bucky O'Hare arcade game, click the video on the left. If you'd like to see my future videos, including my full review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES game and my upcoming stream of Hatoful Boyfriend, click Hatoful Boyfriend on the right. If you'd like to learn more about my upcoming videos, streams, live performances, or just want to say hi, check out and like my Facebook page on the bottom. The quote of the day: I thought I had to fart, but it turned into a poo. Until next time!